Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow. 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And his first look is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm. One thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tight end right. Hey, Ringo, 48. 3 down. Hatchet. Gun. Let flow.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
51. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Wait, hot. Come off the ball, hard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And 8 yards to go.
The hot. 180. 53. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Ken. Hey, turn it up. Hey, watch edge.
Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 10. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But the big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. That's a big gain.
Watch the whip.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Williams. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come out here in the eye. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting a little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Jam him.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you.
Zebra.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Wait to hot.
Mike 53.
Wait to hot.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Vikings first down.
A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Here we go.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Minnesota.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Dash, go now.
Gun.
They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You don't want no problems with me.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw it.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Chiefs 7, Vikings 6.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
54.
Let's go, D.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded at the 33. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
59.
Listen to me.
Defense focus. Out. Big edge. Check 26.
Where's the hot?
They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Vikings.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, you're on an island.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. The best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Go, Lou, Eddie! Attack!
Let's go. Check 99.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do is they run it here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he works free. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow, yellow.
Double dog. That's the way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Fight on these two.
Mahomes takes it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wait.
Check. Watch 54.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Rookie 50.
Hey, let's get
A 10th carry in the game for Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Cousins.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
For the Viking field goal.
Bailey's kick is good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He runs.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We hit halftime with our visitors taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Shift.
61, matchbox lights. Wait, done.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris Jones.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with the 3rd and 2.
Third down.
The hug. What I need.
Mine's 59. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wait, done.
Mike, 59.
They run it again with Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Trying to get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got it to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
15.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Hey, that QB's trapped. Check 31.
On second and very short, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. You go, night. Hey, can't.
On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. And Diggs has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go, boys.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 50. 80 weapon.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Eluding the press, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
Watch the screen.
Third and long for Cousins, and that is incomplete.
Cousins pass intended for Dalvin Cook.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Here we go.
end of the third
Here we
quarter
go.
play with the score Vikings 23, Chiefs 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up with the flaws and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
First.
To throw his cousin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Beebe, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
Here we go.
And Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
59. I don't think you got it, son. Check 13. Check 13. Check safety.
Two.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
31, Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the return.
Go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike, 54.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is watched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On the carry, it's Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Mike, hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run, Cook, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We're going to work.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. You want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too... Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn yet another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
47-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Rip right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, it's Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook, he's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Cousins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.